Hey everyone, Senrai Kai here. Today I'm going to be watching the 4th episode of Watashi no Oshi wa Akuyaku Reijou. I'm in love with the sorceress, princess, villainess, that's what it was. Yeah. So, last episode, we had some interactions with the princes, who I'm still not sure how relevant they're going to be going forward, but we definitely had some interactions with them last episode. But, of course, the biggest thing last episode was just kind of getting some good clarification on kind of where Ray stands in the whole romance department with Claire and all that. So definitely good stuff to get. One thing I was definitely not a big fan of in the episode was the whole Misha lecturing Claire thing, right? Like I've had a lot of time between the two episodes to really think about, and maybe slightly better articulate what I didn't like about it. But it really boils down to two things, which do kind of have a little bit of overlap with each other, but just the overall unnaturalness of the whole thing. I mean, even the conversation itself was a little bit, bluntly just jumped into with the whole, are you gay, Ray thing, right? But, that wasn't too bad in and of itself. But the part where we actually get Misha lecturing Claire, one thing that's definitely you want to note is that that's like the first real conversation these two have had on screen, like, at all, and it's something like this. That alone is kind of iffy, but what was it that really set off Misha? All it really was Claire just kind of having a bit of a look, that's really all it was. And keep in mind, this is the same person, Claire, that episode 1 was like actively bullying Ray, right? Misha's friend, which Misha, as far as I know, never confronted Claire, but any of that was never bothered enough by any of that to do anything really. But this is where she draws the line, where we gotta step up, we gotta defend Ray. So that alone, that was also kind of weird. But also, the big thing was that she tried to kind of like hand wave Ray's previous, the way interactions, right? What's the best word I'm looking for? Interactions, behavior. Right. She tried to kind of hand wave that because she didn't do any of that in this particular scene, but you can't really hand wave that because that scene does not exist in a vacuum. Claire has experienced all these things like the sudden 180 where, Ray suddenly throws all those I love yous at Claire out of nowhere, which takes her aback. All of the other things like, episode 1, I'm pretty sure after she got wet, she already had some touching of Claire. But on top of that, we have just the nosebleeds, the very much forcefully inserting herself into her life, even blackmailing her father to make all that happen against Claire's wishes, right? So, in multiple scenes, I can't really remember them off the top of my head, but all that stuff together kind of combines the overall framework that Claire thinks of Ray, and you can't just hand wave that as nothing, while you basically call someone a homophobe, right? Like it doesn't quite work that way. But Claire really did not really argue much back, which. That is kind of the final nail in the coffin to make the whole scene feel like it's lecturing the audience rather than an actual person. When you see characters kind of acting out of character to kind of make a point, make a thing happen. So it had very much an unnatural feel to it, as well as just kind of feeling unfair to Claire. Those are kind of the two main reasons why I was not a big fan of the scene. It's not a huge deal. Like, if this is the only scene like that in the whole show, I can let it go, not worry too much about it. But, I feel like it did kind of cross the line between just, fun Yuri entertainment and, like, audience lecturing LGBT show, like, it did kind of get a little bit too close to that for my liking. But, like I said, as long as it's a one-time thing, not a big deal. Just kind of wanted to get my opinion on that real quick, because I didn't really do that in the previous discussion. But overall, I am still very much enjoying the show. Don't mistake that. But I had to get that out there. So let's just jump on in, and hopefully we can make more progress. Oh yeah, one other thing I wanted to mention was that same scene we did have Claire basically clarify that she was straight. I mean, she does seem to have a thing for Thane, but the show is a girls' love show, so I am kind of curious how we're gonna progress, the Ray-Claire relationship on that basis. But hopefully we manage to do so. So let's just jump on in and see how things go. As always, check out the Patreon for picture-in-picture version and all that good stuff. So let's jump in 3, 2, 1, play. Hopefully I got across everything I wanted to say, because I didn't want to bog down the intro for too long, so I tried to summarize as short as I could all those thoughts I've had between episodes. Because I was tempted just to make its own separate video, like 10, 15 minutes long, talking about this, but I decided against it. And also, of course, you're free to disagree on any of those points, but just don't be rude in the comments. And there's the man himself with that long flowing, well, not super long, but moderately length flowing silver hair. Yeah, some of the stuff in the opening I look forward to eventually seeing in the show. Yeah, definitely, definitely some of it. Some of it, not so much. When monsters attack, unpreparedness is the greatest enemy. So it looks like we're actually going to get some real combat this episode, which would definitely be nice to get in a show with, magic and stuff. Understandable. My pen. I see some important characters in the front row. Yeah, she probably already knows this stuff. It's probably just boring at this point. had to bring that up. The maid. Man, a lot of you guys just kind of suck, but not Misha. Right. Makes sense. Do you have something better to do? Like, why do you think it's too good for this class? I'll just destroy all the targets at once, don't mind me. Oh, damn. Yeah, that thing's gonna just die. Dead. Completely dead. I think she meant to hold back more. Yes, you did, but... Oh! Okay, that was dangerous. Was that Claire? Try to burn Ray. I don't think that's it. You're just straight fire, What can she say? Yeah, be careful with it. Okay, so kind of a big deal. Tricaster, damn. Like a comet. It's not that weird of a pose. Calm down. Tani no footy. Okay, those are probably the monsters. You don't say. I should be writing this down, right? Well, I can remember that one. I mean, I've played Pokemon. I know some of this stuff. You can call it Earth Magic. That's basically Earth Bending. Right. Just uses the 3 attributes like it's no big deal, like a boss. Boom. And he can water the plants. Ooh, that is pretty magical. Have fun, you guys. Much less impressive than what we've seen from some of the main characters. Yeah, like that. I just made that. Don't blow it up, Claire. How about I blow up your stuff? And of course, she just enjoys it. Looks like he's holding his rod. Yeah, don't mistake our playing for some kind of fun thing. Yeah, the one she cares about. Yeah, just social distance here. She just does not care. No. This girl knows what she wants, okay? We'll see. Academy Knights exam. I bet you she does. I don't, but she probably does. Okay, disciplinary committee. That could be fun. Okay, it's more or less what I was expecting. But yeah, I don't really care. Why? Oh no, that's probably gonna get her. She can be her knight in shining armor. A ninja, not a ninja. Yeah, there we go. She actually kind of looks good in the prince look. We cut off before we got to the kiss. But that makes it harder to be my damsel in distress. Just ruin all of her plans. Oh no, she'll just have to readjust it, I guess. Oh wow, doesn't she wear that in that one shot in the opening? Is she a mind reader? I think you upset the slime back there. And she still has a hold of her. That's very telling. But yeah, I hope you guys are ready for this. Or that, more to the point. Yep, it's like a one-eyed slime abomination. Thing is huge. I hope you girls ready for the one-eyed monster. Thank you, Captain Obvious. Well, I mean, as long as it's not, like, acidic, you know, like it doesn't melt anything, it wouldn't be too bad. You could just escape. Let's see what our Triclops Tri-Wizard can do. Rocks, not so effective. I'm gonna fight it. Don't worry, I got your back, Sensei. Yeah, I'll cover you. So she probably has less reason to hold back here, so we should be able to see more of her power. Stay put so I can shoot you. I'm just that good. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, nothing new. You gotta love the protagonist benefits. Poor slime is all trapped. I don't think it's even killed anyone yet, so, you know, you can't hate the poor guy. But we can't have him running around here, so can't be helped. I like how everyone gets to participate. Everyone gets a trophy. So you might want to hurry up, guys. Fire! All the little pea shooters. Well, probably not. Yeah, that is kind of a flag setter. Anytime a character said, "Did we get it?" the answer's always no. Hateful cry, I didn't know you were on Twitter. Claire, save us. Shoot your fire. Are we out of mana? Oh, damn. Okay, we should have planned better than that. Maybe we really do need Claire's help. Oh no, not tentacles. Anything but tentacles. What, did everyone just die in the game? Oh. Claire back there. And we don't want that to happen. I don't like these choices. Is there like a just option D? Come on. There we go. I was waiting for it. I was waiting for it. There it is. Yeah, but as expected, she's kind of trapped too. I can just imagine how Ray would imagine Claire and the tentacle interacted. Oof. Hey, she escaped. She can save us now. Trust me, that could have been much worse. Is that... Yeah, Thane, of course. Of course. Dead. You know, maybe if you use enough fire. This is not what I wanted. It's not what I wanted at all. Yeah, even the monsters on my side. Let's split that up. You have a nice glow to you, Claire. Pretty cool. Are we sure she's not the protagonist? Yeah, she just fell in level over again. Stop almost touching rods. Flame Lance. That didn't look like it did a lot. What's plan B? Or maybe okay, maybe it worked. Well, I guess everyone's alive. That's the plus side. But was it worth the cost? I'm not sure it was. Don't do that. Yeah, the new heroes. Ray, you're kind of losing your position here. Yes, it was. Don't contradict them. What is she looking for? Oh, is that what's left? Can we train it to be a good slime? We'll call you Rimuru. You'll be my new pet. Take good care of you. It is adorable. Okay. Gotcha. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you definitely can't blame the monster now. Because I just thought he hit that monster and he pissed it off, but this is definitely much more understandable. Empathetic. And Claire will be your other mommy. We'll take good care of you. I changed my mind. We'll call you Vivio. That's a much harder name to say. I think she likes you. Well, hopefully we're allowed to keep pets in the dorm. Ah, she found him. I'm sure you could have handled it by yourself. I have faith. See, even he agrees. Keep the hand to yourself. Well, this is awkward. I swear I wasn't trying to peep. I was looking for something. She does care. She's even being less subtle about it. Well, that's a good thing. We know who she's truly meant to be with. We finally reached a dead end. You can deny it all you want, but it was what you just did here was very telling. Like you straight up projected head pat from your supposed love interest to check on Claire the second you saw her. Thank God for that twig. I think I've ever been so grateful for a twig before. Because usually breaking a twig in work of fiction is a bad thing. But not on this one. Because it alerts you to a monster or whatever. When you're trying to be sneaky, but this was a good twig. This twig was a bro. And now we finally get the origin story of our little slime. And our stinger. What do we have here? We have Maid Ray. And our new mascot character. Having that visible little gem in it is a nice touch on its design. Yeah, don't run away. I haven't even given you a leash yet. Oh no, did Claire see it? Oh no, it's not Claire. That's Misha. Yeah, please don't scream. No, he likes you. Well, that didn't take much. Defend. But Claire's gonna find it eventually. Maybe in this scene. Yep, in this scene. I can explain. She seems concerned. It's a tiny one, a cute one. That's an impressive scream. Yeah, it's packed with drama. Oh, yay. I just love that. But, okay, that was the 4th episode of Watashi no Oshi wa Akuyaku Reijou. A solid episode, to be sure. Like, we got to see some actual monster combat, which was the first time we really got that. Because up till now, we had a little bit of magic stuff, but it was pretty much just like classwork, training sort of stuff, exams and all that good stuff. And I just hit the wrong button, but it's okay. So... but yeah, so now we actually got to see monster combat, but before that, we got a bit more explanation on the elements and all that good stuff, and our Tri-Wizard over here that can do 3 different forms of magic, so he's definitely a pretty impressive one. He even gets some respect from the great Claire herself. But I did love the flirting we got between Ray and Claire throughout a lot of this section of the episode. Like, she kept blowing up her rocks and all that. Good stuff. People even commented on how well they get along. But so that was all enjoyable to watch, for sure. But even get some, imagination of being a knight for Claire once that idea was brought up. Basically, they're forming the student council, and it seems like next episode we are going to delve more into that, because obviously they did a pretty good job of getting Ray interested, and I think Claire already said she was, going for it and all that, so yeah, we get to have fun with that next episode. We'll see how that goes, but... This episode, we had a bit of a slime attack, right? But really, we started it. They started it, right? The slime went on its own business up until you shoot fire at the child, and at that case, the gloves are off, and it's time for Mommy to get mad and go fight. But, in the end, we slaughtered it. No big deal. Ray able to just kind of earthbend it into submission, and yeah, everyone kind of got a chance to whip out their wand and shoot it, so I did like that, right? Like, one of the nice things about a Magic Academy kind of show is that, you know, everyone should be able to contribute in some degree, right? If they know Magic, so they were able to. So that was good to see. You know, we didn't just have Ray trap it and blow it up in one shot and have everyone cheer and go crazy, which I would have been fine with that, but that's not the direction they decided to go. So I did enjoy the because there was the three choices of the princes, and she ended up popping the Claire option, which was pink, by the way. So I got to enjoy that. Although she was a little bit tied up, but nothing she couldn't get past, and yeah, in the end, she was able to fight with a little bit of help from one of the princes, which, you know, I was not a big fan of any of that, but, you know, it is what it is. Like, I just kind of got to accept that, you know, for the time being, that's just going to be how things go until Claire gets a bit more honest about her feelings towards Ray. That's just going to be a thing. But, you know, as my frustration with that was kind of reaching a peak, luckily he was able to get smacked back down thanks to Twig Bro, which is what I'm going to call him, because, yeah, we had the great bit of Ray stepping on the twig, alerting Claire to her presence, and at that point, the fact that Fame was right in front of her, yeah, I want to go back to that scene, because she's like hiding behind the tree. The hand gets pretty close to the hair, too close for comfort. Ray tries to run away. I'm not sure why. I mean, it's one of two reasons. Either she feels, you know, awkward, guilty, watching something that should be like a private moment between two people, or because she loves Claire, she doesn't really want to watch this sort of thing with somebody else. Her doing this sort of thing with somebody else. One of the two. I mean, last episode she did declare, more or less, that she wanted to be supportive of Claire and all that, so, you know, it could be either one, really. But, yeah, once that twig broke, the fact that thing was right in front of her did not matter at all. All that mattered was, you know, she sees Ray, she sees she's okay, seems okay. She wants to make, you know, properly sure that she's okay, and in the process snaps that flag, which I'm more than happy with that flag being snapped. So no problem there. But yeah, just Ray calling out and being dead, and of course Claire denying it. But like, it's one of those cases where actions speak louder than words, which is something you really have to keep in mind whenever you deal with a tsundere character. So, pretty clear there. So, I'm glad we got that to kind of end off things. Because if it ended off with like a head pat from Thane to Claire, that would have left a sour taste in my mouth for the episode. But not that was truly the end, because we did have a little bit of the stinger with the slime and Misha and all that, enlisting her help, which was easier than you might think. But. And then Claire found it, and she seems to be less enthusiastic about the presence of a little slime. Maybe she'll come around next episode, but so far she's like not a fan at all. So, but she'll get over it.